Hello beautiful people of the world, welcome to my channel. My name is Shay and today I'm going to be doing my second trimester kind of pregnancy update. I'm not done my second trimester. I am currently 21 weeks today, but I'm going to be doing from about 14 weeks to about 21 weeks. So the first part of the second trimester, if that makes sense. I will link both my previous updates down below. This pregnancy has not gone as planned. I just realized my shirt is unbuttoned. Sorry, one second. This pregnancy has definitely not gone as planned. I have HG. I'll leave right here what it means. I can't even pronounce it. Essentially, it's just extreme nausea and vomiting to the point where you can't keep anything down. You lose a lot of weight. It's rough. I'm on a lot of medications still for it, unfortunately, but it is helping me be able to take really small meals very often and then slowly gain back the weight that I lost. When I went in for my 6-week pregnancy appointment, so my first appointment, I was 194 pounds. And then, as I said in my other update, I lost 17 pounds very quickly within the next 3 weeks. And now I'm finally, last week I went to the doctor, so at 20 weeks, I was finally 203 pounds. So it might have been the clothes I was wearing as well, but I definitely finally gained back the weight, and I'm gaining it back very quickly suddenly because I'm suddenly, with the medication, able to eat like a little bit at a time. And I guess now that the baby's getting bigger, I'm 21 weeks, the weight gain is just like flying back. I also had my ultrasound at 20 weeks and the baby did not want to open their legs at all. The tech is like, I'm so sorry, but I cannot tell you the sex of your baby. Like, your baby is so stubborn. They're not opening up their legs. The baby was like following the little, what do you call it? The little thing that the ultrasound is being done on, like the little tool. And the baby would like follow it and like kick it. And then the tech is like, I'm trying to get the baby like to move the other way, but the baby just like kept chasing it and like kicking the thing. So we didn't get all the things that we needed for the second ultrasound. Where I live in Canada, they normally only do 2 ultrasounds. They do the first one, which is like the dating ultrasound. It's around 10 weeks they normally do it. And then, well, at least where I live in Canada. And then the second one is around 20-ish weeks. And that's when they can look at the sex of the baby. And it's a really long appointment where they essentially take a picture of all of the different organs of the baby. So they're just making sure everything's growing properly and everything's there. But because the baby was moving around so much, and obviously the baby doesn't know that we are expecting them to like stay still and stuff. That's not how it works. So the baby's just doing whatever they want, flipping around just like my daughter was. So I have to go back in 2 weeks and they're gonna see if they can find the sex of the baby or not. To be honest, I kind of want it to be a surprise, so I don't mind if they can't tell, but we will see. And if we do find out, we will post that video as well. Besides the fact that I've been super sick, the baby is still thriving. They are measuring at 12 weeks. They also measured my uterus, and that is also measuring at, did I say 12 weeks? Sorry, 20 weeks. And they also measured my uterus, so they measure from like the pubic bone up to the top of my uterus. I can't really show you, but they have this little measuring tape that the doctor uses. They did this for my daughter's pregnancy as well, and they said I was measuring 20 weeks, so perfect, right on the dot. I was a little concerned because of my sickness, but apparently the sickness is not affecting the baby at all. Thank goodness. It's just affecting me and my body. So whew, that's what we prayed for, so I'm really thankful for that. I'm going to start off with the symptoms I've been having because they have been a little bit different now that I'm further along. The first time I felt the baby move, and some people might say this is way too early, but I felt the baby move at 14 weeks when my doctor was literally pushing down so hard on my belly to try to find where the baby was she was trying to find it with the Doppler. She couldn't find it, so she was like pushing on my belly with her hands so hard. It was painful. And then I felt the baby move, and she's like, oh, because I think she like pushed down and the baby was just like uncomfortable. I don't know. So that's the first time I felt the baby move, but now I'm able to actually feel like full-on kicks. Obviously I'm 21 weeks. I feel them throughout the entire day. My baby is awake all the time at nighttime, just like my daughter. I think most babies are like that. They get rocked to sleep when the mom is moving during the day, and then at night when mom's laying down and trying to sleep, the baby's like, no, no, mama, I'm awake. I'm gonna kick you if I don't like the position you're laying in. And I have to try to sleep on my side, and it's just, oh, so uncomfortable. My belly started to pop at about 19 weeks, so it's not like a huge belly, but I definitely look like I just ate a really big lunch. Like, I think I'm on the verge of like people thinking, yeah, she looks pregnant, but it still could be something like I just ate a lot, so people aren't quite at the point where they're like ready to ask, oh, are you pregnant, or when you do, you know, that's awkward in between stage. Like, that's where I'm at. My breasts have gotten back to being so sore, and suddenly they are humongo again. I can feel kind of the milk coming back. Sorry if you can hear the lawnmower in the background. I can't do anything about that. But they're really big. My bra can't even support them anymore. and they're so sore. I can feel that they're starting to fill with milk. With my daughter, I started leaking very early, and that was before I've even breastfed before. So now I can feel that my milk, or not my milk, but my breasts are getting ready to produce milk, and there's liquid being produced in there. So probably gonna start leaking soon. I'm still throwing up every single morning when I wake up, multiple times, and then I'm able to eat a little something after. I notice I'm so hungry all the time now, even though I'm so nauseous and sick still. So it's kind of difficult because, I don't know, I'm hungry all the time, but I can't always eat. At least my food aversions have pretty much gone away, and I've had really weird cravings. Like last week, I just craved mayonnaise. So weird. I just wanted mayonnaise like on a sandwich, and I would just like slather it on. Like, it was just nasty. I don't know, it just sounds gross to think about, but the craving was like so much there. And yeah, I just pretty much dream about food and other things, which I'll get into in 1 minute, but I dream about food and then I wake up like craving that food. Another thing I have, which I had with my daughter as well, this is TMI warning if you know me. Another thing I have, which I have with my daughter as well, is crazy dreams. Mainly sex dreams, which is like so weird for me. And this happened with my daughter's pregnancy, the entire pregnancy, and it's happening with this pregnancy as well. So my very vivid dreams are always like sex dreams, but like, oh my god, my partner's gonna kill me, but it's always about random people, like people I've never been with or seen. Random people. Always. And this happened with my daughter's pregnancy as well. I don't understand. It's so weird. But anywho, so that's one of the things. Also the fact that my sex drive is coming back. At the beginning of my pregnancy, I was so sick. There was nothing gonna be happening. It's starting to come back now, but I'm too physically tired to want to do anything. Does that make sense? So like, I'm just like, no, tap out, I need to sleep. I'm in bed by like 8 p.m. every night. And yeah, I'm just really physically tired. I'm not taking naps as much anymore, but the physical tiredness I feel, the huffing and puffing when I'm going up the stairs, like walking up the stairs is a task. If I have to bend over to grab something, it's already hard because the bottom of my belly is sticking out. And anyways, I'm just complaining. I'm just gonna keep getting bigger and bigger as it goes. And I should be thankful because I do have a very small bump in my pregnancies. I'm a very tall person with really wide hips. So I feel like it kind of just goes the other way instead of going outwards with my belly. So I don't know, some people say, oh, you're blessed, it's easier later on, but I kind of want that baby bump. Anywho, I'm going to show you my bump, if you can call it that. I'm wearing a dress, so I'm gonna have to show you like with the dress on, because you don't want to see my underwear. Maybe you do, but I'm not gonna do that. So I am going to show you my bump now. The baby's heart rate at the appointment last week was 145, and that was the same as my daughter's, and yeah, so we'll see. But let's show you the bump. If I can, okay, I'm just gonna like pull my dress like this so you can see. Oh my god, it's like a really loose dress, sorry. But this is the bump. It's actually like decently big now. I think you can see better if my hand's here where it's at. Oh, you can't really tell like this, but from the side, so this is my back. It's like flat against my back and against my belly right here. So that's where I'm at. What are your symptoms? How far along are you? Let me know down below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all quite soon. Bye.